Michelle, and today is the 21st of April 2022. I wanted to start this reading/live vlog very spontaneously today, and it might be mixed with English and German. Hope you don't mind. I know most of you wouldn't mind because most of my viewers do speak both languages. I just hope the transition was not too awkward, but I love to do book videos mainly in English because the booktube videos I watch are most in English, so that I just process this information in English. However, stuff related to uni, I automatically process them in German, right? So yeah. Anyways, first update, I tested negative for the first time today, so I'm super happy for that. For those who haven't watched my video, this relaxing whispered ramble video in German that I posted, I think on the 20th of April. So yesterday, I got COVID a week ago, like exactly a week ago. I had the symptoms, and therefore I couldn't attend uni classes, and it has proven to be such a long process to talk to all the university professors, like actually not the professors, we are talking to their secretaries and the Studiendekanat, so like the dean's office, and I haven't figured out a way to retake my classes. Actually today they told me I have to retake the classes, but maybe next semester, and I was like, what the, because I have to attend my second Staatsexamen, and if I do not have the courses taken this semester, then I cannot participate in October. So I'm super stressed right now. However, as it is, I got them for at least 10 times today and nobody answered me, so I was like, they probably knew my number and blocked it, or they're just having coffee for like 5 hours straight. So if you cannot tell, I'm a bit upset, but like my life motto is, if this is something that you are not going to remember when you are 80 years old, then don't waste too much energy on it. So that's why I think I am going to start this video, and after that I am going to have a good day. So yeah, so let's talk about some new books that I am currently reading. So the first book I am still reading is this one, and I have already talked about this book in that ramble video that I said before, so I'm not going to repeat myself too much. However, this is also the first book that I started to properly anecdote, is it called like that, like highlight and write stuff inside it, simply because this is the memoir of this famous German pediatrician who has lived in Germany, in America, and then came back to DDR to become a professor there. because her degree was not really recognized by the American system, because in America you automatically graduate with the medical doctor degree, but in Germany you do not. And in Germany you have to actually write Doktorarbeit, so like the doctorate thesis, to get that title. And she has to redo the last 2 years of medical school in America again, and that in a situation where she didn't have any money really, because she was half Jewish. So when she came to America, she left with almost no money, and she was like asking for a scholarship from the Jewish community in America. And it was like 10 days before the medical school started for her that they granted her this scholarship. And there's so much hardship that she went through in her life, and I am only like 1/3 through the book. So yeah, it really inspires me a lot. And I also did a small book haul. So this is the first book. I mainly wanted to get some works from this author, whose name is Scholastic Mukasonga. So this is an author that's from Uganda, and she wrote another book that was translated into English to simply Cockroaches, and it was about a very, very bad, maybe the worst massacre that humankind ever seen in Uganda, because there are like 3 main kind of ethnic groups, and the ethnic group that she is from were like in the minority, and in the 1990s like millions of people were killed just because of their ethnicity is by this other more dominant ethnic group in her country. And she married a French man, that's why she was in France already. And that book was like very, very moving and very hard to read. 2 of my favorite booktubers recommended it, so I looked her up and couldn't find in the book that they mentioned in the used book form for a cheaper price. So I just bought this instead. So this is a novel by her, and yeah, I'm going to finish the French novel that I am reading currently, and then moving on to this one, because I decided to not start too many books in French, because I read them super slowly and I need to concentrate to finish each one to move on to the next. And the next book I got is something completely different. So it is gigantic book called Hexenstunde, or The Witching Hour by Anne Rice. So my favorite booktuber, one of them, called Jennifer. I will put her channel name here on the screen. She said Anne Rice is one of her favorite authors, and although topics around vampires are not like one of my main interests. I mean, I do read all the Twilight books within a week or something when I was I think, I don't know, maybe 14 or 15, but after that I didn't read anything about them. However, I thought because I'm reading that books about exam preparation phase till October. So that are those two books that I'm focusing on right now. I just started because I just got the book today. So let me just read the back of it to you in German. Hexenstunde. Seit Michael Curry bei seiner Springflut beinahe ertrunken wäre, ist nicht mehr derselbe Mensch. Zwar konnte ihn die Ärztin Rowan Mayfair wieder ins Leben zurückholen, doch seither verfügte Curry über die Gabe der Psychometrie. Er kann hersehen, sobald er einen Gegenstand oder eine Person berührt. Weder er noch Rowan ahnen, dass es hier um wahre Hexerei geht und dass ein Dämon auf seine Chance lauert, durch ihre Hilfe Gestalt anzunehmen. So I think The Witching Hour is very, very famous, and on Goodreads over I think 500,000 people left reviews, so must be very popular. The next one I got is called Middlesex, and I got this book mainly because I was just browsing on the website, and the cover got my attention. And this is another apparently very famous book that I've heard of, but I didn't know what it is about. So I'm going to read the back to you too in German. In einem kleinen asiatischen Bergdorf fängt alles an. Ein junger Mann und eine junge Frau, Bruder und Schwester, fliehen vor den Türken nach Smyrna, und als die Stadt brennt, nach Amerika. Es ist das Jahr 1922. Auf dem Schiff heiraten sie und lassen sich später in der Autostadt Detroit nieder. Niemand ahnt das Geheimnis dieses Paares, doch nach Jahrzehnten hat der Tabubruch der beiden ungeahnte Folgen. So the premise sounds very how do I describe it? Very sensational, like the brother and sister that married to each other. But I think this is going to be another story of immigration, this time from Greece, I think, from Greece to America. And I find this interesting that although I have never been to America, somehow the Western-centric word makes me know, I think, a lot about America, not in a sense that I have a lot of knowledge, but just for me personally, I think obviously I know China the best, then probably Germany, because I've lived here for over 10 years at this point. But then the third one would be America. So even the books I bought today, a lot of them are by American authors, or like this one, about people moved to America. And the last two books are also by Anne Rice. So this is just the second book in the Mayfair, which is a series which I started to read and showed you. And the last book is Interview with a Vampire. So this is a slimmer book, and a very famous title as well. I think the cover is gorgeous. So my friend, now I finished talking to you about books, and I am going to study. So today I am going to study a subject called which is tumors of larynx, and because we need the larynx to talk. So if the patient have a tumor here and they have to remove this part, it's actually very, very delicate matter to reconstruct, to give them the ability to speak back. And like, I didn't think it's even possible, but apparently there are ways, and afterwards the patients could speak again, sometimes with very different voice, but nevertheless, so that's what I'm going to study next. And I'm also going to maybe call on my uni again about the lessons that I missed because of COVID. So that's now from me. Hallo. Ich möchte nur eine kurze Update machen. Heute ist der 29. April und diese Woche hatte ich nur Arbeitsmedizin-Seminar. Ansonsten bin ich entweder zu Hause oder in der Hauptbibliothek, und ich lerne diese Woche hauptsächlich Neurologie, was ein bisschen kompliziert ist. Ich meine, wir hatten letztes Semester schon Neurologie-Vorlesungen, aber die UAKs, also Unterricht am Krankenbett, haben wir erst im 5. Studienjahr. Und schon letztes Semester, als wir Vorlesungen hatten, habe ich bemerkt, es ist sehr schwierig für mich persönlich, die Krankheitsbilder gut anzuprägen. Ich denke, das ist auch relativ normal, aber ich möchte euch kurz zeigen, wie ich dafür lerne. Zum Beispiel, das ist meine Notizen, und ich lerne heute, das letzte Thema, was ich gelernt habe, ist Friedreich-Ataxie, und ich habe mit Ambos gelernt. Auf dieser Website haben die geschrieben, dass es eine autosomal-rezessive Erbkrankheit mit Trinukleotid-Repeat-Expansion und dadurch verminderten Expression des Proteins Frataxin. Und Frataxin ist wesentliches Element des mitochondrialen Eisenstoffwechsels. Und von dieser ganzen neurologischen Erkrankungen ein sehr häufiger Mechanismus oder Etiologie ist eine Trinukleotid-Expansion, was man auch bei Chorea-Huntington sieht. Das bedeutet, normalerweise hast du eine bestimmte Anzahl von Trinukleotide auf einem bestimmten Gen. Bei Friedreich-Ataxie diese FXN-Gen. Da hast du normalerweise dafür nur 34 Basentriplets. Bei dieser Krankheit haben die Patienten von mehr als 100, also von 100 bis 1700 Repeats, und das führte dazu, dass die Organe, die besonders reich sind an Mitochondrien, die sind auch betroffen. Das sind Nervensystem, Pankreas und Herz. Deswegen sehen wir Kardiomyopathie, woran auch die meisten Patienten sterben. Und Pankreas produziert ja Insulin, und deswegen führt ein Defekt hier zu Diabetes mellitus und neurologische Defekte. Das ist dann auch vielfältiger. Und man sieht auf jeden Fall eine progredierende Stand- und Gangataxie. Deshalb heißt dieses Krankheitsbild auch Friedreich-Ataxie. Und eine Ataxie ist eine Schädigung des kleinen Hirns. Das manifestiert sich in einem sogenannten Charcot-Trias. Außerdem ist auch ein Rinderstreif Friedreich fehlend einer Reflexie. Bei Friedreich Ataxie beginnt die Symptome, also diese geschwächte Reflexe vom Distal nach oben, das heißt vom Bein anzufangen, und dann steigt die Symptome halt nach oben. Ja, und außerdem zeigen die auch Pyramidenwarnzeichen. Außerdem zeigen bis zu 50% der Patienten auch orthopädische Begleiterkrankungen. Das bedeutet eine Kyphoskoliose und auch Hochfuß. Also diese bestimmte Fußform nennt man Friedreich-Fuß oder auch Pescavus. Das bedeutet, die haben so eine hohe Wölbung an den Füßen. Ja, ich lerne jetzt weiter Neurologie und mal schauen, wann wir nächstes Mal miteinander sprechen. Hey you guys, I just want to end this video here. It is a bit later in the day, still on the 29th of April, and I was just a little bit of a mess today, somehow to be expected, because when I'm, getting used to studying in the library again, and then I know that I need a day off to stay at home and study at home, and I did this today, but my back hurt. This is so stupid, but like my chair is just not the most comfortable chair, and I somehow refuse to pay over 100 euros for a chair, so that I'm just getting by this old chair. And also, actually tomorrow I plan to meet up with a friend who is going to come from a nearby city to visit me, but then I checked our semester group chat and somebody posted that the university is actually offering a EKG course, and I thought the course was scheduled for tomorrow, so for Saturday and for Sunday, but and then I just texted my friend, I'm so sorry, but is it possible that we reschedule for next week, because EKG is so important and we didn't get enough training. Like, we got next to no training in medical school, and actually, I think it's pretty good to go to that course. So my friend was joking, he was like, it's just not in our destiny to meet with each other, but sure, we can reschedule for next week. So I thanked him, and now I was just writing down the time schedule on my journal, and then I realized that the course actually runs today and tomorrow, so I already missed the first day. So I was a bit upset, because I know I'm not strong at EKG, and I have this sinking feeling that if I miss the first day tomorrow, I'm going to understand little to nothing. Yeah, I guess it's just also the fact that it throws me off my plans, and I hate to do short-term plan changes. So I hope I can cheer myself up, and at the end of the day, it's not that big of a deal, because it's not a course that we're going to have exams on. It's just an elective that I choose to go to, and if I can improve, then it's all good for me. If not, it doesn't matter. I can always get better in the future. But with this being said, I am going to wrap up this video and edit this and upload next week, hopefully, as my April vlog. much for watching, and see you next time.